My good friend Henry Cuellar,
my good friend Tony Gonzales, that if you don't have repercussions at the border, that is, that you return people back, that it just becomes a speed bump or a little slap on the hand, and people are going to continue coming in large numbers, like we're seeing. You got to have those repercussions, and this is what Congressman Tony Gonzales and I are doing. You know, people don't understand. They think that members of Congress don't talk to each other, don't work together, but we're both appropriators, and we're working together.
Congressman Gonzales, what do we need to do right now? If you had the authority to come up with a plan for the president to implement right now to protect the homeland when it comes to cyber, what do we need to do right now?
Yeah, there's three things that come to mind. One thing, last year there were 4,103 Russians that entered the United States illegally through the southern border. What does that tell you? That's tell you Russians are trying to flee Vladimir Putin as fast as can be. So we need to reach out to the Russian people and say, look, there's opportunities to come to the United States if you want to.
But, one of the things that came up in the debate, it's a big issue in Texas and certainly in your district, you got hundreds of miles of border territory, is this issue of immigration. And there's no doubt that our system is broken. I think people on both sides of the aisle agree with that. And we've got major challenges in the border because we've seen a huge surge of migrants coming to the border. And it's put a lot of stress on communities that have had to absorb the migrants who've been coming in. So my sense is that when people talk about open borders, the crux of the issue is really the so-called catch and release policy, where you have migrants coming in.
Sure.
Many of them are asylum seekers. They're coming in, they're processed, and then they're released until their immigration court hearing comes up. Is that the issue? When you talk about that and use the term, is that really the big deal for you?
to me, when I look at the immigration issue, the number one problem is the fact that there isn't a legal route for people to come over to the United States and work.
So folks have asked me, what are you going to do to defund this invasion? Stop throwing money at the problem. We got to say no to every funding bill. We will say no to every funding bill because we know that the socialists are adding all kinds of pork and destructive elements into that legislation. So we got to have somebody with the guts to go up there and say no and vote against that. Not like Tony Gonzales, who has voted on the most critical issues against America, our interests, our conservative values, and it's breaking us. The middle class is getting broken because our tax dollars are being used for this insanity. We're sending millions of dollars, billions overseas, giving it away, and with our elected officials, just assuming that the American people are going to keep allowing this to happen. We got to fight back against this. We got to push back against this, and that is why I'm asking you to help me in my race in the 23rd Congressional District. Let's get rid of this infiltrator, this open borders, pro-amnesty, George Soros puppet. And let's put it a fighter. I will fight for our communities. I will fight for these small ranches out here. Just families that have been plowing the land for generations. And I've spoken with them. I have spoken with them. And they're tired of more talk. They're tired of getting lied to. They're tired of the pandering, broken promises, non-response from their elected officials. I'll make it a point to go fight for them and to do my best to stop this insanity, folks. We have got to stop this. I feel for my brothers and sisters in green. And if you're watching, and if you're related to, family member, friend, with the men and women of Border Patrol, Office of Field Operations, Air Marine Operations, ICE, I've been there. I've been in the trenches, I've been in the brush, I've walked the trails, I've been on that river. I will go fight for you. And I will fight for the families of these communities that are being so adversely affected by this insanity. It's infuriating and it is maddening. And so I will go fight for you. God bless you. God bless Texas. I'm headed to the Eagle Pass polling center. So if you happen to be in Eagle Pass, I will be down there at the early voting site. I hope to see you. Come up to me. Let's talk. Let's chat. I'll answer any question you got. I'm not going to avoid you. And I will look you in the eye, man to Texan, Texan to Texan, man to man. I will speak with you. And I will answer whatever question you have. And I hope to earn your trust. I hope to earn your vote And please share, share, share. Go to frank4cd23.com, frank4cd23.com. Please tell them that I'm running, and please look at that. If you can support me, I appreciate it. We're in the last legs here. Every drop of fuel helps keep me on the road, like today. I just got in from El Paso about 1 o'clock this morning, woke up, I'm on the road, but I will do it. I will work tirelessly for America, for our nation, for our future. Because that's what's expected of us, folks. This is our country. And if we are patriots, if we love this nation, that's why God has put us here. And so thank you, and I'll be signing off here.